Hey you guys, today I'm talking about Black Ink Crew Season 3, Episode 17. I'm going to hurry up and go through some things that really wasn't a lot so we can hurry up and get to the main course so this won't be a long ass video. If you want step by step, maybe you need to go to Mike B 801, Bondi Blue, or Ashley Miller, Some More Love TV. Check them out, Lady Nika. Check those YouTubers out for 4 reviews. Um, Sky and her friend, they were in the park. They were taking her little guy baby to the park to go play. She got on a slide with him. I thought that was like a cool look. Then they started talking about Sky kids because she was saying how she lied to the doctor, and she came clean about having kids. And she's feeling some kind of way because she don't want people to think because she gave them away for adoption, then she don't love her kids, and that's not the damn case. So um yeah, I thought that was a really good look, for Sky to put that out there, that everybody that give up their kids for adoption is not because they don't want them or love them. It's because of certain circumstances, and she rather give them a good life than just give them a bullshit ass life, be struggling and all that kind of stuff. And so I thought that was a cool look. Puma meeting up with Sassy, to basically not still take up for his bullshit, but he wants to meet up with C's to, I don't know. He just want to have a man-to-man talk with C's, and I'm just like, if y'all really wanted to talk and get this out the way, this would have been happened. This talk would have been happened. This, all of this, but he feel like this is one last, I guess, hurrah he needs to do since his girl is in Atlanta with the baby and stuff like that. And okay, um, and she doesn't feel like it's a good idea, but she's gonna stand behind him in any decision that he's choosing to make right now, and that's cool with her. You know what I'm saying? Sassy really be trying to be there for Puma, and I like that. C's and Teddy at that barbershop, and they were talking about Puma because he was talking about how he got a phone call from Puma and all this stuff, and Teddy issues his Puma in the fight at the fashion show. And I get that because C's his fucking cousin and you came there to jump his cousin or whatever y'all gonna do, then I would have the issue with you too. Until we sit down and talk that out, I would have an issue with you too. But I'm like, either Teddy don't want to talk it out with him, or this shit is taking too damn long to talk it out. I don't know. Then they start talking about Duchess and how all of a sudden Cease wants a prenup from Duchess, and they like, what the fuck? Like, she gonna flip out. The bitch is crazy. But we gonna get into that in a little bit later when I get down to them or whatever. Cease and Duchess, they do a tattoo for a guy that came in there, and he had a real good story about why he wanted the tattoos he got. He got an angel and a devil, and the devil was throwing up a fuck you sign. I thought that was dope. But he was throwing up the fuck you sign because the devil been trying to get him, and he hasn't been able to get him. So that's what the angels was for him overcoming all the stuff that he went through his life. So that was real cool. And I can say the tattoos look dope. They came out looking cool. I'm sorry. Um, Now let's get into this whole oh shit dumb. Let's get into that. Oh shit is dumb than a motherfucker. He still can't spell. Even when they confronted him about Donna and that whole situation, I guess he felt like shit. Y'all done said all y'all gonna say. Either you gonna fire me or why are we still going on with this? And then the only thing I got out that whole little conversation is why is it still so easy for C's to keep calling her bitches so easy? This girl not in there and you still constantly calling her a bitch and nobody is checking you about calling this woman a bitch. Nobody is saying, all right, like, damn, that's enough for calling this female a bitch. I don't know. Where I come from, that shit is just not cool. Um, Anyway, moving on. Let's get into Caesar and Duchess. Let's spend this last few minutes on them. First of all, they were in North Carolina their last night. And they were having dinner or whatever. And I might go off subject on topics of them. I might just talk about them. We can do that, right? We can do that, right? Especially with these two motherfuckers. Because I left them for last just because I can care two fucks about either one of them. And, but they were on that last dinner and they were talking. And only thing I liked about this one is where C's was telling her, like, he doesn't come from the same kind of, both of them was basically saying that their upbringings was different. You know, she's all about family and he, you know, wasn't raised with that. I can totally get that. Um, I can totally get that. Totally. But I don't like her, so whatever. But I can really totally get that of you being with a girl where the family always doing that, doing something, always together, my family, always. So I can get that. And then you have a dude family that don't do that. They there, but they don't always do something. Then he, you know, or you can get the dude where the dude was raised in the hood and stuff like that. So getting out of their comfort zone is hard for them, especially when they grew up there and that's all they know. They're not, it don't look like C's has been anywhere out of New York or probably even Harlem um before Black Ink Crew. I don't feel like he's been anywhere. So it's hard for him to just go and be comfortable somewhere else. So I really get that. But then I have other issues why I don't think he should be just up moving for this broad. Like, for real. She is ruthless. Like, so I don't think he should just get up and just go for Duchess. I don't. But anyway, they were talking and she was giving Duchess, and these fucking waterworks irks me. Every time that things are not going her way, she fucking starts crying, and then it makes him punk out. Just putting it out there, he punks out for her, and that bothers me because, you know, there's a lot of guys that just were willing to do what they have to do for their woman because they love their woman so much and they trying to show her that they love her. But to punk him out on national TV like this is not fucking cool. Whether he'll be a punk behind fucking closed doors for you, but to be making him seem like a punk on national fucking TV, that every time you cry, then all of a sudden he be like, oh, okay, it's whatever you want. On that, and he be talking about he a man. I have a problem with C saying he's a fucking man. And this is why I'm just gonna go down the line. I don't got time for all these notes. Fuck this. I'm just gonna go in when it comes to Caesar and Duchess and him claiming he's the fucking man. Because when it comes to Puma, he's a man. When he comes to Duchess, he's what? Because I don't get it. What he is he when he comes to Duchess. Like I said, I get a man loving a woman and him doing certain things for her. But to me, I don't see the sacrifice Duchess have made. Duchess, bitch, you moved to New York to be a tattoo artist. So don't act like you moved to New York for him. You moved there to work under him because you heard about their shop and stuff like that. They had a reputation, I guess. So that's why you said you moved there in season 1. So don't act like you there for him. Um so you're not sacrificing anything. He's sacrificing everything. I have a problem with him saying he been a man, but he know you can't be a man to tell Duchess you can't afford a $2.5 million motherfucking house no time motherfucking soon. Cause even when they got back from North Carolina and they went in that damn shop and they told everybody about them moving, everybody was looking at them like, damn, you about to move? And then when he said it was 2.5, everybody like, where the fuck you gonna get it from? And even Teddy was like, this nigga's pussy fucking whipped. So I'm like, where's the man coming in there where you can't tell this girl this is not what you really want. You don't want to move to North Carolina. You can't afford this type of shit. Where is the man at then? Where is the man at where you want to buy Ink 124, but you can't because she wants to buy a brown place, and you can't tell her you really don't want to buy that place, but you really want to buy Ink 124. Where's the man at then, C's? Where's the man at when you sat down with her and you want to get a prenup with her and she goes off and downplay your business, the business that she in season one couldn't wait to work for and couldn't wait to be a part of and couldn't wait to put everybody else out the motherfucking shop, because at the beginning of this season, even at the beginning when it took the break and came back on, she was so talking about this is y'all shit. But now that you want to get a prenup, now your shop ain't shit. What is she gonna get from your shop? All this kind of stuff, and you just sitting there letting her talk with this dumbass look on your face. Where's the man at then? I don't get it. But you meet up with your friend. And I understand Puma was wrong for the whole jumping situation. I do. But I also feel like motherfucking C's was wrong when that's your motherfucking homeboy and you body slammed him over a piece of chicken. So, I mean, both of y'all been wrong in these situations. But you a man when it comes to fighting him, putting hands on him, and you supposed to be a businessman, and you want people to invest in you and be partner with you and fuck up their brand. This is what business people do, you know what I'm saying, in life. But you're gonna willing to fuck that up to go fight your longtime friend when you could have been met up with him, and when his intentions was to meet up with you and talk to you like men. Your thing is to go fight him with some shit you could have done a long time ago. You been could have met up with him and squared up. Y'all been could have went into a park. But no, you went into somebody's fucking establishment and fought him. Not your establishment, not Ink 124 establishment, but you went into somebody else's establishment and tell this man to get up and let's do something that he didn't allow you to do. Where's the man at, C's? That's what I don't fucking get. That's what I have to say about Black Ink Crew. Y'all can tell me y'all thoughts about it. That's really just really my thoughts. I'm hoping I didn't miss anything that I really wanted to talk about. But I think that was like the gist of what I wanted to go in on, was how it sees a man when you was doing all of this, but in season one you couldn't even pay your child support. In season two you couldn't even keep your lights on. And in season three, Walt let it be known how you gonna buy a $2.5 million house and y'all ain't got no AC or heater in that motherfucker. Maybe I missed something. But you a man. A man take care of his bills. A man take care of his responsibilities. Shut up, stupid ass. Anyway, like I said, that was my review. Y'all can like it or not. I'm just saying, because that's my thoughts, my opinions on it. But yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the little social media sites. By the ghetto view, THA, not THE. I'm your girl, Miss Nika, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.